Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It is now 6:30 on Monday night. I have been to my knitting natter today, so not got a lot done, and I haven't done my temperature blanket today because I hadn't time to do it before I went out. And I crocheted the 2 rows while I was at my knitting natter. So I'll show you 2 days tomorrow when I sort it out. It's a bit late now for doing that because things just seem to take a bit longer to do than normal with going to the knitting natter. And then by the time I get home, and because it's almost from leaving there 3 o'clock, it's almost an hour from dropping everybody off and then getting onto the A1 to get home and then sorting out anything else I had to do. I did have to ring the council. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting the stitches here. 6, 7, 8. I almost forgot this morning. I did put a sticker on the door into my kitchen about my light in the kitchen. It's one of those long fluorescent tube ones, and for the last few days it's been switching on and off all the time. And I kept forgetting to ring the council, and I put a sticker on the door to do it this morning when I got up. And I went straight in. Well, that's that sticker and forgot all about it because I'm not switching the light on till night time. So I forget about it. But I remembered when I got in today, of course, the door, nearly hit me in the face with the sticker on there. Oh, I'm going to have to ring the council. So I did. They're coming on Wednesday to fix it. I've had to put one of those little lamps. I've got one of those little bendy lamp things. I've had to plug that in because the light switching on and off all the time was sending me doolally when I was in that kitchen of a night time. I'm glad I don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen of a night time, so but at least I know they're coming to fix it. And I am doing a little bit of this cording because I haven't been doing much of it. I haven't had time, but I still have the board here with all the rows and what rows I'm doing, but I can knit it now without looking at the board. The problem was with this, I can see straight away when I'm looking at where the cables are and the stitches on either side of the cable. It was Irish moss stitch. There's Irish moss stitch at the start and the finish, and in a couple of places there's like a double cable on the inside, and either side of that double cable is Irish moss stitch. Well, when I do Irish moss stitch, it's 2 rows. Ordinary moss stitch is just 1 row where you're changing the stitches every row from knit purl and purl to knit on every row. But an Irish moss stitch is done on 2 rows. On every second row you change the stitch. Well, you knit the first row, and when you knit the second row, the first row you knit 1 purl 1. When you do the second row, you actually knit what you see. If it's a knit, you knit. If it's a purl, you purl. Now, when I do it, when I start the first row, I always start the first row on the right side. And the second row, where you knit what you see stitches, is on the wrong side. But on this pattern, it's the opposite way around, and that's what was confusing me at first. I could never remember. And then I had to sort of think about it and think, I've got to work the opposite way onto what I normally do it. I'm changing the stitch on the right side row, not the wrong side. I'm changing the stitch on the wrong side, that's it. Once I sorted that out, I can sail across it now. I don't need to keep looking at the board to see what stitch I have to do and that. But I have it still, keep it there, just in case I forget what row I'm on, because it is 8 rows. And I know 2 of the rows in those 8 rows you're crossing the cables over, but just in case I forget, I can look at the actual, how the stitches start, what stitches you start with, and that'll tell me whether I'm crossing cables on that row or something like that. Apart from that, everything else is okay. But when at my knitting natter today was one of those days I didn't have to show anyone how to do anything. The only thing I did have to do was my friend Anne couldn't count how many she was doing the rib for the sleeve of a little cardigan. She couldn't count how many rows she had done. She couldn't look at them and just count them. I count and say, "Do you want 8? That's what you're supposed to do for it. That's 8. That's it." You go on to the shaping of the sleeve, the pattern and the shaping of the sleeve now. That was all I had to do. So I was okay. I had plenty to do. And that's what I took that today. I've done my 2 rows on my temperature blanket because I didn't have time to do them today, but I've done them both while I was at the knitting and that. I'm just keeping them for tomorrow, so there'll be 2 rows when I do that, when I sort that one out tomorrow. But before I did go, when I had finished that, didn't take me very long to do those 2 rows, but I did a little bit of this. I'm doing a little 16-inch little white Blackberry. Now, I'm not doing this for any particular reason, for to do to sell or anything like that. I'm doing it. I should say I'm doing it for a particular reason. Where's my book with the pattern? This is my pattern. Now I want to change the pattern. I want to change the picture, and I want to have the writing on to see what it is, and that is what pattern number it is, and put my little name. I put Sheila's Crafty. That's for Sheila's Crafty Patterns on the bottom. But I also want to add a little bonnet as well as a little hat. So I'm going to knit a little set. This one white with the probably without the collar on, just a little bonnet and a little thing, and then I may knit another one like this to replace that, or something. This a little one on the back, so I can have a few pictures on the front. There'll be smaller pictures on the front when I work it out. And then I'll have 3. I'll have like the 1, 2, and the back page to write things on, because this pattern here, I get a lot of questions when people buy it, because I can only show you a little bit here. You see down the very bottom there, the instructions for the hat is in this bit down here. And when people get the pattern, they think they have to buy the pattern for the hat separate, and I get messages coming in because they can't find it in the instructions for the hat, and I'm saying they're there. You have to look down the bottom of the page at the end of the page. You don't have to pay for a separate pattern for the hat. And I thought I'm going to have to change that pattern, because I just did not have enough room on the pages inside to put the gaps between what I'm doing, because when I do like the back, I do all the instructions for the back, and then go on the armholes, I leave a space and then put the armholes, and the same for all other things. And this part I had the sewing up a couple of rows and then the hat, but I didn't have enough space on the page to leave a space between the sewing up and then showing them how to do the hat. And then how to do the 2-colour cardigan, that is further down the bottom, where there's no space for that. Where I have that extra page on the back, I'll be able to put all that in. And also like a little bonnet. I'm going to do a little bonnet for the smallest babies, probably the 16 and the 18, and then there'll be the little hat like that. It'll be on there anyway for all the sizes there. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to do that with all of my patterns. I'll be eventually changing all the pictures on to put on, because when I first started doing this, I wasn't experienced at what I had to do with the patterns, what I had to write on them, and I didn't write. Well, even this one hasn't got. This just tells you it's a 16 to 24-inch Blackberry jackets and hat. Doesn't even say on the front of the passage the pattern whether it's in double knitting or what. And that's a lot of people that do question that when they're thinking about buying it. They'll send me a message and ask what ply the wool is. So it's double knitting. It tells you inside the pattern, but they don't know that because it doesn't tell you that on the outside of the pattern. So I'll be changing. I'm going to do that with all of my earliest patterns, because I don't know what number I started putting the number of the pattern on, and a bit more information on the outside of the pattern. But that's what I'll be doing. So that's what I'm going to do this for. So I want to knit these first now, and I'm not going to sell them until I've got what I want to put the pictures on the patterns. That's what I want. So I just did a little bit of that. I was as much as I had time to do after I finished the crocheting around the blanket. So that was all that. So I'm going to do a little bit more of that tonight. It's just the first size, so it'll not take me very long. And the ladies, oh, I did have to show them how to do that stitch because they love the pattern, but they hadn't a clue how to do the stitch. And I said to well, two of the ladies have actually, I gave them the patterns, and I says, it tells you on the abbreviations how to do the stitch. Can you not read? No, but it's better when somebody shows you. I don't well, I see them doing that one, like, but it's very simple actually. It's easier than they think. But anyway, I'm doing what I can here, and I may get on to one or two of my other ones eventually, like, but I seem to be spending more time on this one now than the other ones that I started ages ago. That's two pearl there. So I know when I'm knitting across this now, I know just looking at the stitches where the cables and all that, I just sort of know what the row is, what I have to do. So once I've done a few rows, I can do these kind of things without looking at the pattern. So that's just a little bit to catch up with you today, seeing as if you're expecting my crochet one, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow for 2 days. So at least tomorrow I'm going to look at my phone because this one I did the two colours. They're just blue and denim again. There doesn't seem to be any colour change, but I'll have a look and see what the temperature says tomorrow. I think it's going to be a bit warmer. Oh, we're getting up to 14 degrees. I might even have a different colour on tomorrow. That's tomorrow. It's getting up to 14 degrees. It's been quite mild in the morning and early in the morning. It's 10 or 11 degrees. So the temperature seems to be going up. Wednesday is going to be 13, between 9 and 13. Oh, it's cooling down on Thursday, between 7 and 9. Friday, between 6 and 10. That's as far as this one goes on. Here I have to look on the Met one for any further. But it might be one or two different colours tomorrow for a change. I think my blanket seems to be all these blues, different shades of blue all the time. But never mind. Thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.